And Steve Liebenthal joins us now to talk weather. Very foggy conditions out there.
Yeah.
Everywhere now. It was just Canyon County earlier, but I think it's moved around.
It's spread pretty much throughout the entire valley. In fact, if you take a look at the tower cam on top of the Grove Hotel, you can see the dense fog in downtown Boise right now. At the Boise Airport, the official visibility is at 1/4 of a mile right now. We have the same visibility reading at the Nampa Airport at this hour, 1/4 of a mile. It's actually improved a bit in Ontario over the last several hours, where visibilities earlier this morning were down to 1/4 mile, now up to more than a mile. But as you can see, dense fog pretty much from Boise all the way back to Caldwell. Mountain Home still showing some pretty good visibility, but this fog is going to kind of move around on the ground as the evening progresses overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So you're likely to be dealing with this if you're headed out early in the morning. Just be aware of that. You probably want to give yourself a little bit of extra time. And because of all of this fog that we have in the valley, the National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory for the entire valley, and this goes until 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm hoping that we'll get a repeat performance of what we saw today in the upper valley around Boise and get the sun breaking through. That really helped to heat the surface, and Boise was about 10 degrees warmer today than many locations in the lower valley that were stuck in the 30s. In Boise, we made it into the mid-40s. Twin Falls made it up to 54 degrees this afternoon, so it just kind of shows how that fog can affect the weather. The sun can't get through that fog, can't heat the Earth's surface, and it's the Earth's surface that heats the air that we live in. Here you see some cloud cover trying to move into the picture. We'll see a little bit of that coming in above the fog, and there may be just enough interaction with those clouds and the fog that's close to the surface that we could see some very light snow falling in some places. It should not amount to much, if anything at all. And we have had some reports of some ice fog at the airport as well. That's just when the fog starts to freeze and you get those little bits of glitter in the atmosphere. But high pressure will dominate our weather for the next couple of days, and then things start to change as the next storm system comes into the picture. That should mix things up for us around midweek. It'll stay dry until then. That storm system early in the week just coming on shore. It'll be a weak disturbance as it comes through the Gem State, likely to bring some snow to some locations. Not a high likelihood here in the valley, a better chance for mountain locations, and throughout our viewing area it will be less than a 50-50 shot overall as the week progresses. For tomorrow, look for that early morning fog. Afternoon high of 41 in Boise. In the lower valley, look for mid-30s, and if we don't get the sun breaking through in Boise like we did this afternoon, it's likely to be even a little bit cooler than that. So generally speaking, around the valley, we're looking at 30s. West Central Mountains, some fog in the morning, will be dense in some locations. Afternoon highs in the 30s, after morning lows in the teens. East Central Mountains, some patchy fog, not nearly as widespread as in the West Central Mountains. Morning low of 4 in Stanley up to 38. Plenty of sunshine in the afternoon after those morning lows on the chilly side. Patchy fog around the Magic Valley, but should break out of it by afternoon, and that will allow some places to warm up into the low 40s. Here's the extended on your side forecast, keeping a little bit of fog in for Monday morning. Temperatures will be slightly above average through the middle of the week. That storm system will churn things up just enough that I don't think we're going to get one of those long-term inversions like we had just a couple of weeks ago.
Good.
Slight chance of showers by next weekend.
That doesn't all look too bad.
Not too bad. Right now it doesn't look good at all outside, but it'll get better.
It'll get better.